man identified as Roberto Daniel Arroyo was recorded by a Ring doorbell camera as he spent several hours in the early morning licking the doorbell of a family's home.
What the actual licking door?
Maybe he wanted to marry it. You know, people marry inanimate objects.
Bro.
On November 30th, 2021, a woman in Dallas posted footage of a man standing outside her apartment door late at night. This incident, which was captured by her Ring doorbell camera, raised significant concerns as the man had been stalking her and standing outside her door almost every night. She stated that she has contacted the police about this problem she's been dealing with since October 31st, but according to her, not much was done from the authorities to keep this man away. Here is what she recorded.
Oh.
In the videos that are shown, the man just stands there while occasionally talking to himself. At one point, you can see a beer in his hand before he walks away. Minutes later, he returns to the door stumbling, seemingly drunk. He then grabs the door handle in an attempt to enter the woman's apartment.
Jesus Christ. Doorbell
On December
footage.
2nd, she posted an update stating that she is now safe and that security guards of the apartment are regularly patrolling the halls, making sure she's okay. This next video captures the shocking incident involving a middle-aged Asian couple targeted in what appears to be a follow-home-style robbery by a masked man wielding a gun. This alarming event took place in southern Seattle, Washington. The footage was initially shared on Reddit by user Wilmock. Here's what their Ring camera captured.
Oh, that was the husband. Okay, I was like, oh my god, he just walked in. That's the husband, never mind. Ooh!
The woman noticed the intruder just in time and swiftly locked the door, preventing him from entering the home. Shortly afterward, the man noticed the Ring camera and began to destroy it. To make matters even more frightening, just before the camera cut off, it revealed that the intruder was not acting alone.
Oh my god!
Shortly after the video was posted, it quickly garnered attention with numerous Reddit users. They pointed out a disturbing pattern of a string of similar robberies occurring in the area. These concerns were later substantiated by local news outlets in Seattle.
This video shows one of the crimes that were part of a frightening spree last year across South Seattle. Tonight, 2 men accused of taking part in these robberies now face hate crime charges. Thursday, King County prosecutors charged Chavez Tubbs and DeMarcus Pate, saying the two targeted Asian households and in some cases forced their way in while identifying themselves as Seattle
I don't know
police.
if they tased him or shot him.
This next incident occurred on May 8, 2022 in Houston, Texas, when a man identified as 29-year-old Joshua DeLoach enters the house and confronts his roommate Justin Iwuji with a weapon.
Oh, damn.
What? Down. Huh? On your knees. Bro. On your knees now. On your knees. Bro. On your knees. What's the issue? I'm not gonna say it one more time. Bro, what's the issue? On your knees. Now. What's the issue? I'm not around. What's the issue? On your knees. Now. What's the issue? What's the issue? You be quiet.
Immediately after this incident, Joshua DeLoach stole $6,000 in jewelry from his roommate and then proceeded to tie him up and forced him in the trunk of his own car.
This morning, a man charged with robbing and kidnapping his own roommate finally arrested.
What the hell?
Man is now expected in court coming up this morning. 29-year-old Joshua DeLoach.
How you gonna rob someone you know?
in the surveillance home video, accused of pointing a gun at his roommate earlier this month when he was asked to pay his rent or get out. He allegedly stole $6,000 and jewelry from his roommate.
So he was told to pay rent or get out. Oh.
Then tied up his roommate and put him in the trunk of his own car.
Luckily, Justin managed to escape with the help of a bystander. Joshua DeLoach was arrested about 2 weeks later, on May 20th of that year.
Damn.
Late one night in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, a woman named Savannah captured something absolutely terrifying on her Ring camera. At around 10:20 p.m., a man appeared at her front door. He began violently slamming his body against the woman's door, trying to force his way inside. After several attempts, the man stumbled back and fell over the porch railing. Terrified, the woman calls the police. Here's what happened.
What the? What was he on? Oh my God, he is
The
gone.
Myrtle Beach Police Department reported that the officers took the man to the hospital for treatment and was later arrested. It's quite obvious the man was under the influence of drugs or was possibly having some sort of manic episode. Either way, this would have been terrifying to experience.
The hell?
This next video shows a bizarre moment that occurred in January 2019 in the city of Salinas, California. The man, identified as Roberto Daniel Arroyo, was recorded by a Ring doorbell camera as he spent several hours in the early morning licking the doorbell of a family's home. The homeowners who were not at home at the time were alerted to the unusual activity through the Ring system's motion detection feature.
Okay, I need to know. If you have a doorbell camera, you can talk to the person, right? Does that echo through your house, like on your speaker? So like if somebody's like, hello, and you hear it like upstairs, downstairs, you know, can you hear that? You gotta open the line first. So if the line was open, you just hear like ASMR mouth noises. People pay good money for that? Damn.
Here's what it recorded.
What the actual f-
The Salinas Police Department
Yours
used
goes
the
through
video
your phone.
evidence to identify Arroyo, who has been cited by the department in the past. Arroyo faced misdemeanor charges related to prowling and theft. But the primary concern for many was the clear need for mental health intervention given the nature of his actions.
Yeah, licking
This
door.
is truly
Maybe he wanted to
disturbing.
marry it. You know, people marry inanimate objects.
This
What if he
next
wanted to
video
marry
shows a
that
man
doorbell?
peering in the window of a 22-year-old model from Florida. She installed a Ring camera on
Bella,
the front
see?
door and shortly after caught footage of the stalker creeping around her house. The man appeared minutes after she arrived home, indicating he was likely following her.
Dear God. Again, no mask? It's like those people that record their crimes. Happy New Year! This is why you get curtains. Thank you for the
Despite
follow.
repeated reports to the police, no action was taken, and the
Really?
stalker returned a week later. Feeling unsafe, the woman has since moved away from the area.
That's
This
crazy.
next video shows the terrifying moment a man broke into a family's home. The man, later identified as Jonathan Gonzalez, entered the home while a mother and her baby were asleep. The home security camera recorded him quietly moving around the bedroom before approaching the sleeping woman and behaving inappropriately.
How How you not feel that? Hold on. How many people get instantly awake when you feel, you know that feeling that you get when you feel a presence? Like, how many people don't have that? Where you just instantly wake up because you know you're not alone. You have that, okay, something's here. I just don't understand. I did that to my mother all the time. I would walk in, standing by her bed, and she'd jump awake. The moment I got near her bed, she'd be awake and like flying across the other edge of the bed, screaming at me. We are just paranoid. It wasn't even that quiet.
Police identified Gonzalez, who was a former friend of the family, as a suspect early on, but lacked solid evidence until they conducted a search of his home. They found clothing matching what was seen in the footage and digital evidence placing him at the scene. This case was so disturbing it garnered widespread media coverage.
How are you gonna just
you
let...
can see a strange man sneaking up to
That's
the ground
wild.
floor window of a 24-year-old woman's duplex in Hudson, Wisconsin. The footage, captured by a doorbell camera, shows the strange man getting extremely close to the window as he peers through the woman's blinds. This occurred on at least 3 separate nights before his arrest. The women that lived here only noticed something suspicious was happening because of the footprints the man left in the snow that led to their window.
You dumb as shit if you didn't like smear the footprints away, dude. And no mask. Dumb as shit. Look at him sneaking. We like dumb criminals. True, true. Stay being dumb.
The man in the video, who was later identified as Robert Cecina, was the executive president of the 3M company at the time.
An executive at 3M is accused of stalking a woman and peeping in her home's windows.
This case started when the victims opened their blinds and saw footprints in the snow by the ground level windows. Then they put up a video camera that caught the man returning. Hudson police responded when a neighbor saw a man outside the home who looked just like the person in the video, which was captured and circulated among neighbors the night before. Police say they traced the vehicle leaving the scene to Cessna, and in the criminal complaint, write that Robert looked exactly like the person in their surveillance camera footage, especially his hairline. Cessna denied it was him, but police say his story conflicts with his wife's story about what they did that night. According to police, several neighborhood witnesses helped them identify Cessna and his vehicle.
Prosecutors charged Cecina with felony stalking. 4 women, including a teenage girl, were living inside. But rather than take the case to trial, the St. Croix County District Attorney offered a plea deal that will likely leave Cecina with a clean criminal record.
Of course.
Charges dropped, and instead, less serious misdemeanor trespassing and disorderly conduct charges added.
To the crime of disorderly conduct, count 2.
Of course.
Cecina pleaded no contest, meaning he admits there's enough evidence to convict him, but a conviction won't go on his record unless he reoffends in the next 3 years.
Disappointed.
This mother and 16-year-old daughter live in that home and say despite this,
Like, what if they didn't have a camera? And what if he succeeded? What?
this not being a serious crime in the eyes of the law, it's had a very serious impact on them.
I'm a lot more jumpy. You look under your car, around your car, at the corner side of your house before you go in.
Oh my
We
God.
carry mace.
They're also upset the court process didn't reveal Cecina's motivation.
Cecina technically is not on probation. He's going to be monitored by the St. Croix County District Attorney's Office, and again, they will dismiss the charges if he goes 3 years without reoffending.
I would like them to be stalked, you know? They need to know what they just let loose. It's just crazy.